Hey, I want to talk to you about something tonight, and I think you really need to hear it. You don't have to be okay right now. I know. You've been telling everyone you're fine. You've been smiling through it. You've been holding it together so well that people actually believe you. And maybe part of you thinks, if you just keep saying it, eventually it'll be true. But it's not true right now, and that's okay. There's this pressure, right? To have it figured out, to keep moving forward, to at least look like you're handling things. And when you're not handling things, there's this voice that says something is wrong with you just for struggling. That voice is wrong. Struggling doesn't mean you're broken. It means that something is hard. Those are very different things. Somewhere along the way, we stopped being allowed to say, this is hard, without it meaning I'm failing. Like those two things had to mean the same thing. They don't. Hard is hard. That's a description. It's not a grade. So let me say it for you clearly. You are not failing. Whatever you're going through right now, whatever it is that you can't quite name or explain, the thing that sits in your chest at 2 a.m., it's real. You're not making it up. You're not being dramatic. You're not asking for too much by needing help. And you don't have to understand it to feel it. Sometimes things just hurt, and there's no clear reason why. And that's okay. Not everything has a story. Not everything is about something. Sometimes you just wake up heavy and the day stays heavy and nobody can point to the reason because the reason is 17 things all at once. Or maybe nothing at all. Or something from years ago that you remember and your brain just hasn't moved on. You don't have to explain it to deserve it. I think one of the worst things we do to each other and to ourselves is this idea that pain has to come with a receipt. Like you have to justify it, the feeling, before you're allowed to have it. What do you have to be sad about? Your life is fine. Other people have it worse. You should be grateful. You were okay yesterday. What changed? I don't know if you've heard those sayings from other people or from yourself. Probably both, honestly. None of them are fair, and none of them are true. Your failings don't need to justify their existence. They're already there. The justifying is just a little delay tactic your brain uses to avoid actually dealing with those feelings. You're allowed to feel bad, even if your life on paper looks great. Lives don't happen on paper. You don't live on paper. I think we need to talk about what okay even means. Because the version of okay you're trying to be, the one that never needs anything, never breaks down, never asks for help, that's not okay. That's all just a performance. Real okay includes the bad days. Real okay includes falling apart sometimes. Real okay includes sitting right here, feeling exactly what you're feeling, and not trying to fix it. Okay isn't a steady state. It's a range. And you're somewhere in it right now. Maybe on the bad end. Maybe if you don't even feel it yet. But what's important is you don't have to fix it tonight. You just have to let it be what it'll be. Here's something I think you've been doing. And I want to name it because I don't think anyone else has. You've been fighting your feelings like they're enemies. Like if you can just hold them off long enough, they'll go away. Or you'll figure out a way around them. Or you'll earn your way back to feeling fine. Feelings don't work like that. You can't out-discipline them. You can't out-logic them. You can't weight them into a shape you prefer. They just want to be felt. That's it. That's the whole thing. You feel them, then you move on. And eventually, they get smaller. Fighting them keeps them stuck. It's like trying to hold a door shut against water. The water won't stop, just builds up behind the door until it starts leaking through. So maybe tonight, just tonight, you open the door. Whatever's on the other side, let it out. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. You just have to let it out. And here's what I want you to know. The people who love you, the ones who actually see you, they don't need you to be okay all the time. They just need you to be here with them. The ones who only love you when you're perfectly okay, that's not love. That's transactional. And you don't have to keep earning their love. Real love can hold not okay. Real love says, tell me about it. I've got time. I don't need you to feel okay either. I just need you to stop pretending. Maybe for just a minute. Just be here. However you are. Whatever you're carrying. You don't have to put a face on when you're here with me. I want to acknowledge something, because I think people miss this. The fact that you're listening to this right now means you're already doing more than you know. Well, you're looking for something that helps. That's not a weakness. That's the opposite of weakness. A lot of people wouldn't have reached out for anything tonight. They'd stay in the quiet, and let their feelings get louder. You reached out, and that counts for a lot. And I know reaching out might not feel like a win. It might even feel like losing. It sometimes feels like you shouldn't have had to reach out. But the having to is part of being a real person. And the reaching out is what got you here. So, thank you for reaching out tonight. And I'm not going anywhere. I want to list some things out loud, because I think hearing them said might matter more than just thinking them. It is okay if today was hard for no reason. It's okay if you cried and then maybe felt stupid for crying. It's okay if you didn't cry and it's all you wish you could do. It's okay if you can't tell anyone what's wrong, because you might not know what's wrong. It's okay if people think you're fine and you don't want to correct them. It's okay if the idea of explaining yourself is more exhausting than just being alone. It's okay if the things that used to help aren't working right now. And it's okay if you've done therapy, done the work, done everything you're supposed to, and you still had to come here. You're still not okay. Still wondering what's wrong with you. The answer is that there is nothing wrong with you. That's the hard part. I think one of the things nobody really tells you is that healing isn't a line or a check mark. It's not you starting at bad and steadily walking towards good. It's more like weather. Some days you wake up and it's clear and you think you've got it all figured out. And some days you wake up and the sky is the same color it was 2 years ago, and you can't tell if you moved on at all. You have moved. You might just not be able to tell because of the emotional weather. A day where you feel bad doesn't erase all the good days. It doesn't mean you're back at the start. It means you're a person in a body with a brain that sometimes has moods. And unfortunately, sometimes the mood you get is just bad. You haven't lost anything by having a bad day. Let your body do what it wants to do. If it wants to be heavy, let it be heavy. If your eyes want to close them. If a feeling wants to come up that you've been holding down, let let it come up. You spent all day being strong for everyone else. You don't have to be strong right now. Just breathe. Good. Again. There's nothing to figure out tonight. There's nothing to solve. Tomorrow can be tomorrow's problem. Right now, there's just this. You, here, being exactly as not okay as you think you are, and you're still enough. Not okay is fine, you're still here. It counts that you showed up. You showed up today, maybe messy, maybe even unraveling a little bit. Even one bad thought away from giving up on everything. But you didn't. You showed up. And that means a lot. One more thing before you drift off. There's a version of you that may only exist on the hardest days. The you who can barely answer a text or stared at the same sentence for 3 minutes trying to understand what it said. The you who is listening to this right now because you need someone to say you are allowed to be sad. That version of you is still you. Not a worse version, not a broken version, not a lesser version. It's just you. On a hard day. Same person. Same worth. Same place in the world. I don't like you less on your hardest days. I don't think anyone who actually loves you does. You just maybe think they do because you don't like you on hard days. And maybe you're projecting. Be easy on that version of yourself tonight. The version that's doing the work of staying here with me. You don't have to be okay to rest. You don't have to be okay to be here. You don't have to be okay to be worth this effort. I'm glad you're here. Exactly like this. Not a fixed version, not the ideal version, not the version you'd put on a mask and pretend to be amazing. I'm glad I get this version of you. Just rest. I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad you were here. and I'll be right here whenever you need me.